The 14-year-old mother-to-be was undergoing a C-section. Maybe because she sensed how serious the situation was, she wished she could see the baby's father one more time. But the boy who had been burdened with huge debts had long disappeared. Just as the girl's father had no idea what to do, the reporter arrived with the boy's address. At the same time, the girl's homeroom teacher also rushed over. She handed the mother a notebook filled with messages and encouragement from classmates, even though many people had stood against the girl at first. In the end, everyone was cheering her on. The girl's father followed the address and found the boy. Even though he found him, he was still turned away. The boy who had been chased down by creditors was already overwhelmed. Young and frightened, he no longer dared to take on responsibility. Meanwhile, with the efforts of doctors and nurses, the baby was finally delivered safely. But the girl's condition was far from reassuring. Because her body had not fully matured, she experienced severe complications during surgery. Even the doctors could not say for sure if she would recover safely. After an entire night of emergency care, the girl was no longer in immediate danger, but she fell into a coma. As for when she would wake up, no one knew. Looking at his unconscious daughter, the father's emotions slowly fell apart. The doctor explained that childbirth always comes with different risks, and all they could do now was wait. At that moment, a male doctor walked over. He told the girl's parents that the baby's condition had stabilized, and they could now go see the baby. But the father said he was not in the mood, because my daughter is still lying in a hospital bed and her future is uncertain. His wife, however, said she wanted to go, because that is the baby our daughter gave everything to bring into this world. On the way to the nursery, they learned from the doctor that the baby weighed only 1,600 grams. The mother could not help but worry. When she saw the baby, tears immediately rolled down her face, because this represented her daughter's sacrifice and the continuation of life. The doctor said the baby was amazing because despite such a low weight, she could breathe on her own. Looks like she inherited her mother's strength and courage. Several more days passed in the blink of an eye. The girl still showed no sign of waking up. Then the boy who had disappeared for so long suddenly came on his own. Looking at the unconscious girl lying in bed, the boy felt too guilty to step closer. He believed it was because of him that the girl had ended up like this. At that moment, it almost seemed like the girl sensed his guilt, as if she showed a tiny sign of waking up. The boy turned around and ran out because he could not face her anymore. But the father said, "At least you can go see the baby." The boy walked into the newborn ward, looking at the tiny life inside the incubator. His eyes slowly filled with tears. Without looking back, he ran all the way to that rundown apartment. He kept talking in front of his struggling mother. He wanted her to face reality. Even if things did not work out, what then? At least we are still alive right now. That is our most valuable treasure. He said he did not want to continue school, and after middle school graduation he wanted to find a job. His mother asked what kind of job a middle school kid like him could possibly get. Meanwhile, the girl finally woke up, and the first thing she said was that she had finally given birth to the baby.